Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This
Night
is what
Springs
happens when you
is
go on road
back.
trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo.
डायलॉग ऑलरेडी बहुत बेटर लग रहा है फर्स्ट पार्ट से.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Sam Lake back as Max Payne. I mean, Alex Casey.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
True.
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
जंगल कितना डेंस लग रहा है. ट्रूली नेक्स्ट जेन जंगल है.
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Return 1 invitation. Bright Falls Sheriff, get to the crime scene, find the deputies.
Memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Okay. एलेक्स केसी का वॉइस एक्टर भी
I
लग
should
रहा है
take a
मैक्स
look at
पेन
that
का है.
map.
Look at the map. The map displays key locations in the area.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back.
Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
So this is the map. And this is the mine place. Control is goals. Alright. P is player. Where is P? Okay, here we are. We are over here. Okay. Let's go.
Quit your belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
Like a heart, maybe? Any witnesses?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
And then
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton?
Right.
But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took him back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
लिप सिंक तो बहुत अच्छा है इसके अंदर. Meet Deputy Thornton at the general store. Lip sync is on point.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Are they gone? These fucking out-of-towners? We can handle this ourselves if they just stay the hell out of it. All of them.
Shut up, Thornton. They can still hear you.
I'm just saying. You know I'm usually a calm person. Yoga 3 times a week. But these goddamn city folk always think they know everything. It gets on my fucking nerves.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
For fuck's sake.
That bitch. This game looks truly next gen. Wow. Is this the Cauldron Lake from the first game? I don't know. चलो आगे चलते हैं. इससे बात कर सकते हैं क्या? नहीं कर सकते. Let's go.
I need to think through the facts of the case.
You can access the case board inside the Mind Place. चलो Mind Place चलते हैं.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
The facts are on the board. Case board.
Everything we know about the previous murders.
यानी कि
Worth
पहले
taking
भी
another look.
बहुत सारे मर्डर्स हो चुके हैं. यानी कि victims. Control goals 2 and F cases. You're now free to navigate the case board or leave by pressing escape. Okay. Let's see. Okay. तो माइंड प्लेस को कैसे नेविगेट करना है? E and Q. This is the map and this is the case board. All victims reported missing in 2010. No other commonalities. Okay. The victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. अच्छा. Dead lane, dentist, stab wounds, bloating, bruising on the wrist. Alright. Who is this? Found in Cauldron Lake, 2018. Some organs missing. Predation. The state of the body does not match 8 years spent in a lake. Wendy Davis, teacher. Body bloated, large chest wound. And who is this? Percy Wolf, store owner. Bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Found 2 weeks ago. Chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body is ineligible. Okay, ये सब तो victims हो गए. This is the Cauldron Lake murders. A series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. Alright. Murder method. Slight difference in murders. Bloating only commonality in bodies, but not cause of death. Chest trauma. Exposure to water. Postmortem. 2 of the victims had bruising, some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. Bruising on wrists and legs. Deep gash in the chest, heart missing. Most recent victim died of a major chest trauma consistent with 2018 victim. Hard to confirm due to condition of body. All bodies experienced bloating. Bloating of the corpse is indicative of drowning, but only one victim was found in water. Okay. So basically सब में bloat है, indicating drowning. Killer profile. Talk to someone. Post-mortem tattooing of the body. In ineligible tattoos, a message from the killer maybe, or their art. The murder targets have no discernible common traits. Apart from going missing in 2010, the victims have nothing apparent in common. Chest trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Killer may be a sportsman or hunter. Cases. Nope, no cases right now. So mind place done. Let's go back. Time to exit the mind place. नहीं पहले थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर कर लेते हैं. Portraits. This is the map. This is the case board. Okay. और ये unsolved mysteries. What is this? Some animal को hunt किया इन्होंने. Alex Casey. Saga Anderson. यहाँ जा सकते हैं क्या?
See, you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it.
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Let's go. So basically वो exit कर दिया हम लोगों ने. यहाँ से exit कर सकते हैं. Okay. And this is the map. तो चलो आगे चला जाए. Visiting the mind place does not pause the game. Okay. किधर जाना है अपने को? चलो उधर से तो आए थे. आगे चलते हैं.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
ये बोर्ड में क्या है भाई? Starting fire is prohibited. Please do not feed the wildlife. Leave no trace. All right. यहाँ ऊपर भी जा सकते हैं हम लोग.
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
ये क्या है? Bright Falls record established 1899. Chaos at Cauldron Lake. Rampage at the rental cabins. Unidentified man attacks vacationers in the dead of night. Sunday, an idyllic evening of barbecuing and late night fishing was violently disrupted Saturday as a mysterious assailant attacked park visitors, causing chaos and destruction at the cabins. The incident left 3 people injured, one of which has been admitted to the county hospital. As to whether the attacker is still at large, Bright Falls police have yet to make an official statement, leaving local residents in a state of uncertainty. Witnesses to the crime were visibly shaken, one of whom stated, "1 minute we were laughing and toasting some marshmallows. The next we heard screaming coming up from the cabins. We didn't know what was going on, so we called the police and started running in the opposite direction," said Kurt Mill. Another eyewitness who preferred to remain anonymous said, "It's like he appeared out of nowhere. Suddenly my dog starts barking his head off, and this psycho guy comes crashing through the trees. Don't think I will ever feel safe in the forest again." A representative from the rental cabins who chose to remain anonymous wanted to remind customers, "If you have plans to stay in our lovely cabins later this summer, please get in touch with us, as we may need to rejigger some of the reservations based on the state of the cabin that you have rented with us." The representative went on to further remind future and potential guests of the wonderful amenities that can be found in their company's brochures and on the website, which is real nice. State of the art. My nephew made it and he is a real computer whiz. बहुत बकबक है यार. Okay, Bright Falls's own virtual banking champ. Little Sally Upton's whole family erupted into cheers when she won the big match this weekend. Was she playing soccer, tennis? No, in this brave new world that we live in, her family was cheering her on as she won a match in a game that exists only on the information superhighway. The game in question was Mega Baking Star, in which players compete to make the tastiest treats and sweetest eats for their virtual judges online. Acha. Bright Falls congratulates Sally on her big win. अच्छा बात है भाई. Does a hike a day keep depression away? It might be bright, sunny, July, but it's never too soon to start worrying about the gloomy months of autumn ahead. That's right. In the grand scheme of life, those dead, depressing days are just around the corner. Have you been taking your vitamin D? Probably not. But for all of you thinking there's got to be another way, there's good news. Hiking has been proven to be incredibly beneficial to your mental and emotional health. So get on out there and do it. Just don't forget a flashlight in case it gets dark. Well, it has gotten dark. Real dark. Missing Doberman found on the trail. A heartfelt reunion took place this weekend when Mrs. Amanda Smith was reunited with her beloved dog Coffee Bean. CB, as his owner refers to him, had been missing for 3 days, and Mrs. Smith was afraid that she would never see her best friend again. When I got the call, I couldn't believe my ears, she said. I must have asked, am I dreaming? At least 7 or 8 times. It was actually 9 times, confirmed Ranger Stevenson, the man responsible for finding the wayward canine. It's rare that you get to give those kinds of calls, and I feel real grateful to have had the opportunity. What with all the predators out there, usually you are telling folks that you found their dogs dead, their cats eaten, you know. And so it felt real good to give some good news, even if Coffee Bean is in kind of rough shape. The fur will grow back, sure. But well, I suppose that's all I should say about that. लग रहा है हालत खराब है यार बेचारे का. और ये कौन सा जगह है? What is this?
I need something to cut this.
I need something to cut this. Okay, like Resident Evil games. So this area is locked off. And what is this?
A creepy twig sculpture?
तो यहाँ तो अभी नहीं जा सकते हैं. लोअर मैस कर जाते हैं यार इतना. पीछे वापस नहीं आते तो. चलो चलो चलो.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror Peak, the mighty mountain in the distance, is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. So that is Mirror Peak.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
पूरा साउंड भी मैक्स पेन की तरह कर रहा है. आई थिंक इट इज द सेम एक्टर. इधर जाए कि पहले उधर जाए? क्या है यहाँ पे? कैंप ग्राउंड है. पहले इधर चलते हैं. इधर जा सकते हैं
I
और
think I
इधर जा
saw
सकते हैं.
something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
आई विल वेट हियर. चलो इधर तो नहीं जा सकता. ऑटोमेटिकली टर्न कर दिया इसने. तो चलो नीचे ही चलते हैं. इस साइड. इधर क्या है भाई? कुछ है? नहीं, इधर तो कुछ नहीं है. Game feel is also very smooth. एलन वेक 1 थोड़ा जैंकी फील करता है. Motor falls. This powerful fiat of nature will revive the spirit as it does the surrounding nature. The churning, grinding waters at the bottom of the falls resemble a mortar and pestle, quite like the one the witch of Cauldron Lake is fabled to have used to travel through the night sky. Waterfall. और इधर क्या है? व्यू है.
Is that a kid's lunchbox?
Cold Casey.
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Okay, so ये एलेक्स केसी वो बुक वाले एलेक्स केसी से अलग है. My dad used to say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. True, true. Not sure where the tough get going to, but maybe you will find it inspiring. And what is this? Manuscript fragment. Alex Casey lunchbox. Okay, weapon upgrade. Pistols featuring the serving pistol. Compact and concealable pistols, issue 1. This month we get inside the barrel of the law enforcement sidearm, the PGC-821, featuring the service pistol. Nova Arms, 200 years of excellence. A review of their best products, the tank of sidearms, built for durability. Again and again, hold the fire button to activate auto fire mode. This significantly increases the rate of fire. Okay, तो 18 fragments चाहिए. More bullets increases the magazine size by 50%. 12 fragments चाहिए. Another headshot. Land 2 headshots in quick succession to stun an enemy from an extended duration. 12 fragments चाहिए. मेरे पास 2 है. Interesting upgrade style है ये weapons का. ये रहा एलेक्स केसी.
Get lost, Anderson.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Yes. ये क्या है? कुछ नहीं है.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
हाँ. General store.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Cauldron Lake campgrounds, which is little.
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Alex Casey का humor is also like Max Payne. Basically same character को ले लिया है उन्होंने.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders?
Let's see.
Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
You unlocked your first key image. You can place it on the caseboard inside the mind place. Caseboard. C allows Saga to see active clues. The key image can be selected with left click and placed on the caseboard. Alright. So let's see. Clues is Cauldron Lake murder scene.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Nope. Placing a key image on the caseboard begins a new line of investigation, consistent with previous murders. Acha. Another body has been found in the woods near Bright Falls. Perfect timing. Need to see if this is linked to the killings we are here to investigate. Murder at Cauldron Lake. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Objectives are viewable at the caseboard in your goals. Investigate the crime scene. Alright. You are now free to examine the caseboard or leave escape to complete this objective. Alright then. Let's investigate the body. You can collect clues from the body to progress the investigation. 1, 2, 3 चीज है.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Heart तो मिल गया. And what is this?
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down.
And the final clue.
Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
चलो ये तो हो गया. Clues available. Let's see. Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open question, consistent with previous murders. Major chest trauma. Cargo straps used to restrain victims. Heart found near victim's body. Major chest trauma. Okay. This is consistent with previous killings. Cargo straps used to restrain victim. And what is the third thing? Heart found near victim's body.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved the open question and unlocked the deduction. As you advance the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, updating your goals. Alright, there's the victim and there's the killers. You can check the updated goals by pressing this. Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Okay, you're now free to examine the case board. Cases एक बार check करते हैं. Cauldron Lake murders, Alex Casey lunchboxes. Alex Casey lunchboxes. Point of interest cases track objects and information that Saga has acquired to chart collection progress.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence.
Yep.
Another message.
Let's see. I found a strange lunchbox. Who left this here? I should keep an eye out for others. Alex Casey lunchbox. ये भी केस है, एक्टिव केस है. Bright Falls area. Lunchbox near the waterfall vista at Cauldron Lake. Cauldron Lake area. So 8 वो है Cauldron Lake में and 7 है Bright Falls area में. This is the Cauldron Lake. Okay, the writer of the note is leaving these to inspire someone. Are they really for me? Could be. Who left these? Talk to someone, find evidence. तो चलो चला जाए अब.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
चलो और क्लूज इससे बात कर सकते हैं क्या?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. Now, I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Okay, clues can be discovered by speaking to people as well as by examining your surroundings. So this is the Robert Nightingale जो हम लोग को चेस करता है फर्स्ट पार्ट में. क्या हालत हो गया है इसका? Damn.
Was he killed here or brought here after? For display. So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nope.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
Yup. बेचारा. इधर जा सकते हैं. और ये what is this?
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Yup. 2 and 3. What is this?
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Footprints है. और कुछ है क्लूज यहाँ पे? Number 4. Beers है. एक ये है और एक ये है.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here. Waiting. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Icons on the bottom left corner indicate that critical content is available in the mind place. Okay, तो
I
चला
had to
जाए.
review the clues.
Okay, Mr. Nightingale, let's see. Clues क्या reveal करता है तुम्हारे बारे में? Murder at Cauldron Lake. So many clues. Oh my god. Who were the killers, eh? Multiple sets of footprints. And the victim, Thornton. Victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen in Bright Falls 13 years ago. No one's heard from this guy in 13 years. Why surface now? Where's he been? Multiple sets of footprints. Lots of activity here. It's unlikely our killer was working alone. Nightingale went off the deep end. FBI fired him. Casey.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Victim ID Robert Nightingale, former FBI agent, mental state questionable at time of disappearance. I trust Casey's read on people. Sounds like our victim wasn't mentally stable. Cooler and beer bottles left nearby. Tripod found nearby. Heavy blood splatter on table.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
They really made a mess here. Caught up in the act or just sloppy work. Multiple sets of footprints. Multiple assailants present. Messy scene. Crime of passion. Premeditated. अब क्या करना है भाई? Cooler and beer bottles left nearby. Stalking out the spot, having a cold on while they waited for our victim. Cooler and beer bottles left nearby. And what is this? Tripod found near body.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here?
Why now? Victim came from...
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Okay, time for some profiling, eh? You can use profiling inside Saga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. Okay, three clues हैं यहाँ पे. Let's see. The Great Washington Area, Oh Dear Diner. Greetings from Cauldron Lake. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. Nightingale, missing person.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
अच्छा, intuition तो बड़ा strong है इसका. Ritual murder.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Okay. Nightingale came from Cauldron Lake. Victim came from... I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake. But why now? After 13 years, where's he been? और दो evidence find करना है अपने को. Check the lake shore. Okay. What is this?
This mug always cheers me up. Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon.
And what is this?
If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softy Casey is.
Max Payne is a softie.
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here.
From Mom. Saga. For what it's worth, I think it's important that Logan grows up seeing you do what you love, what you're great at. That will teach her so much. There will be times just like this when you question your choices, your competence, even your own sanity. When things get dark, remember to trust and love yourself as much as your family does. You won't be perfect, but I know you will be amazing. Love you always, Mom. Time to exit them.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
चलो भाई लेक चलना था. ये
This
क्या
is
है?
one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
ओके ये क्या है? ओ इधर जा सकते हैं हम लोग.
I want to walk around for a minute.
You know where to find me.
ओके इधर जा सकते हैं. एक घर को सर्च कर सकते हैं. नीचे गिर के मर सकते हैं. घर को देखते हैं पहले चल के. The witch's hut. Here lived the witch of Cauldron Lake. Beware, her spirit may still haunt this place. खिड़की हिल रहा है यार. कोई है अंदर? जंप कर सकते हैं क्या? नहीं कर सकते. आई गेस वॉल है यहाँ पे, इनविजिबल वॉल. अंदर जाया जा सकता है या वेल ये जैंकी था थोड़ा. लेट्स सी कुछ काम का है इसके अंदर. ओके कुछ दिख तो नहीं रहा है काम का. लेट्स गो देन. और इधर क्या है? के और क्लूज हैं. चलो इनविजिबल वॉल है, सब जगह गिर नहीं सकते हम लोग
A
नीचे.
lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Sunday, so I told her. She said thanks, fucking kill me. Monday, I snuck out last night again, went to the big house by the lake. Instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I always do. Screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. I am going to find out what. Going to go back there tomorrow with better gear. I bet I can find a way inside the building. Take some photos. It's gonna be epic. Oh yeah. So epic. और ये क्या है? Upgrade gear. Friday, Mitch told me today that her family is moving away. This sucks. I haven't even told her that I like her yet. What's the point anymore? She said her parents want to get better jobs and get her to a better school in a big city. I guess that's fair. Who wants to stay in Bright fucking Falls? अच्छा भाई. And another cold Casey lunchbox. I know things can get a little crazy around here. But if you are ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. कौन छोड़ रहा है यार ये messages?
Hey,
Okay.
Casey. What's the forest's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Did you get lost, Anderson?
चलो लेक चला जाए अब. Which is Little Cauldron Lake.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Just look at that lake. Oh my god. Humongous. Size देख रहे भाई. And what is this? Witch's Little.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
ये बारबरा जैसा लग रही है एकदम from first game. Witch's Little. There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake, being named after its cauldron shape. And yet, there are many mysterious stories about the lake, it being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells that when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned, but her dropped ladle grew into a strange tree named Witch's Ladle. The woman returned to avenge her wrongdoers. If she was not a witch before, she was one now. She killed the sheriff, drowning him in the lake. Then she took out his heart and locked it in a box. With the heart, she would summon him from the lake to exact revenge on her behalf. Or so the legend goes. Nice legend, eh? Barbara from Alan Wake 1. Most probably. और कुछ है यहाँ पे काम का?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
सब जगह invisible walls हैं. No problemo. Let's go back. Examine the block path.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
So, अरे ये क्या हो रहा है? What the hell is happening here?
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the
words.
words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley.